I mean, most people who they
And
have
most
an
of the
receiving.
time,
Well, you gotta have the medical literature, and we,
Yeah.
you know, and we don't like talking unless we have seen it in the black and white, and not just in the black and white, but great randomized controlled studies that we don't have today because COVID-19 is novel. It is a brand new virus that we just met last March or so. Some say it was around December 2019, that's COVID-19, but it made a grand introduction into many of our lives and the lives of our loved ones in 2020. And so there's not a lot of studies out there that look at what does having too many antibodies against COVID-19 does to the body. The physiologic answer that I want to give you is that in this case, having a hyperimmune system sometimes in certain conditions, there are instances where your immune system overreacts or acts very vigilantly. And in those cases, what we recommend to those patients is to get with an immunologist, get with a specialist, an allergy specialist, so that you can be assessed and managed. But there are just not any studies that show having too many, quote unquote, antibodies against COVID-19 is detrimental to your health. Great question once again.
I have a question. Children who early on became very ill, we were told they had an overreaction to what they thought was an infection from this virus. That's little ones. Those were the first few that died from this thing. Is that the same thing that you're saying, that too many? Is that what that is, or just your body is too aggressive towards whatever it's doing?
That's a very good question. Those children had not been vaccinated. It was
Right.
the virus that was
It
causing.
was the virus.
That's right. It was the virus itself that was leading to those conditions. This sort of systemic inflammatory condition. So very good question. But no, not the antibodies, not the vaccination.
With this new variant, the mu, is it much more dangerous than the Delta variant?
Well, there's not been a lot. Again, the new is just that, it's brand new. The Delta one, we think that it's peaking, but there is not clear and convincing evidence that it's peaking every